Welcome to another edition of our online tutorials on farming. Today, we are going to look at a very important subject, that is how to turn an infertile soil to a fertile soil suitable for planting. Let's meet Mr. Prince Menu Yeboah. He is the Executive Director for Roprin Company Limited. But before that, this year's Secure the Future with Agriculture program is a field training exercise, and it is taking place at Takrade, Apawa, Ahanta West District. And the date is on the 6th and the 7th October 2023. Time is 9 o'clock a.m. Visit our social media handles at Deep Dream Experience for more information.
My name is Prince Menu Yeboah, an engineer turned a farmer. Basically, what we are doing is vegetable and fruit production, aggregation, marketing, and distribution. We do primary processing, where we package them into fresh products and supply to the supermarkets, the restaurant, hotels, the chandlers, the shipping, and the mining company, the offshore, the oil and gas. This is the nature of the soil along this stretch. Okay, it's very, very clayey and very, very hardy. But by virtue of the medium that we applied on the surface, we are able to do these flowers and then these grasses, because we are trying to promote, green environment. And so when you look at this place, it's a very bare ground, but we can turn this place and make it useful for production. And so we'll have a quick look at a session that was just like this place, and now we are growing a lot of watermelon. So these are mints. It's a herb. When you look at the horticulture, the fruit and vegetables space, we have fruits, we have vegetables, we have the herbs. The herbs, we have different types. We have mint, we have parsley, we have coriander, we have celery, we have dill. So here we are doing mint. It's a creeping herb or plant. So it creeps. We brought a couple of few, and then now it's doing so well. So we just spread the topsoil with the manure, and then immediately we transplanted the old stock, and then we planted, and it's doing so well. We're doing so well. So these are herbs. And like I mentioned, this is cucumber watermelon that we are doing here. And when you look at so you see that here we have very good medium that we have spread, and that is what we are using for our production. It was just a bare ground like what we show you up there. But once we spread the medium and then we planted the seeds, you can see that they are doing so well. At the moment, it has started fruiting, flowering and fruiting. And you can see that here. You can see that here. You have some that is coming. Yes. You have some that is coming. You have some that is coming, very nice. Yes. And these are just backyard. They are all trials that we are conducting. just to tell people that it's doable, it's workable. We are not using chemicals. Everything is purely organic. Yes, purely organic. So you can also see that here we've added wheat. We just go to slash some wheat and then we've added it on the surface of the ground just to improve the soil fertility. Okay, it's just to improve the soil fertility. And so we've added, and also it serves as weed control because we added these grasses and normal leaves. It also reduces the amount of weeds that we can experience here. So it's one helping us by way of mulching to add nutrients back to the soil, and they're also serving as some form of weed control. We've taken our soil, preferably a black soil. It's okay, it's okay. Then we add our manure. Okay. Then we will go and bring our third component, which is ash, normal wood ash. So we add a small, we add a certain quantity of ash. This is wood ash.
Wood ash.
Yes, wood ash. Normal and so. Yes, to the medium. It contains a lot of potassium. Okay, which helps with the plant growth, especially if you are doing plant that has more flowering. It helps at the stage of flowering, and because we're also promoting the organic aspect of production, it becomes a very effective organic based nutrient that supplies the crop or plant. So this is uniformly mixed, and then it becomes a rich medium for our plant production. So the components are a normal soil. Then you have your manure. Yes, any type of soil will be fine, except clay. But sandy loam is most appropriate. If you have a bit of a clay, that is also fine. And then you add this kind of manure that we added is the pig manure from the IMO production. And then you add your ash, which is the third medium. Then you have a very rich medium for our production. Yes, these are things you can easily do it in your house. So once you get your soil, you can get chicken manure, or you can get cow dung, or you can get any animal dropping, but it has to be decomposed. It doesn't have to be very fresh, because in the course of decomposition, there are a lot of reactions. It can even burn the crop. It also can bring a lot of diseases. So you need to get a manure that is already decomposed. Decomposition is the breaking down of the medium. Okay, that it becomes more or less like soil. Once it's decomposed, there is no scent. It takes away any scent from the animal dropping, and becomes most appropriate for plant production or for propagation. Yes. With this medium, there is no limit. It depends on your strength. You can do, once you can have access to a lot of manure, and then you can have access to a lot of ash, it is limitless. But these are things that is also difficult if we wanted volumes. But there is no limit to it, and especially for mostly home gardens, this you don't need so much quantities, and it will be good to do that, because for many homes you don't have very rich soils that you can use for propagation. So if you still have the passion to do that, then this medium becomes very, very appropriate for your crop production. But they are doable.
They are doable.